Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this episode, we're going to talk about CELO, aka CGLD, as well as SafeMoon and what is going on with that. And I'm going to give you guys my personal price predictions, or what I would rather call them as forecasts of where I think that these things could end up going next. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for more cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. Also, if you guys have not yet done so, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up like button. Definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm, and click the bell icon so that you know whenever we got a new video. And with that being said, we're going to start off here with CELO, and then we're going to dive into what's going on with the SafeMoon side. So CELO actually has some good news. CELO just, it's like one main thing that happened with them. So this is actually in relationship to Deutsche Telekom. German telco giant Deutsche Telekom is buying a significant stash of CELO tokens and will earn staking rewards for securing the mobile-first CELO org blockchain, right? Now they say that they're getting a significant, they didn't specify how much. You take a look at the charts here in just a second, you're going to see it's absolutely insane what's been going on. Very, very bullish, at least on the daily, potentially some pullback. Again, we'll take a look at the charts on that. By the way, I am on Twitter, so if you guys want to check me out on Twitter, especially if you guys are part of the SafeMoon community, as a coin that I'm very interested in right now and curious to follow its journey of how it moves. So if you guys want to check me on Twitter, I am at CryptoAtlasYT right down below the webcam right there. All right. So that's the news, what's going on with CELO. We're going to take a look at the charts in that in just a second. Let's go over the news with SafeMoon, and then we'll focus on the actual price analysis of everything. Okay, so for SafeMoon, over on Twitter, their account has actually announced that this is the 4th day in a row that they've been trending, which, I think is absolutely insane. It shows 163,000 here. This was posted late last night. I actually saw this listed for today as well. So technically, I think it's now 5 days, because this was like 16 hours ago or something. And man, today I think it was over 300,000 tweets. So there are a lot of people that are talking about this thing, and a lot of people saying that they don't know how to be able to get it. They're having confusions, this and that. I'm gonna let you guys know that if you want to know more about what SafeMoon is, I do have a separate video that I uploaded to my channel right here. You guys can see it. This coin could make you a millionaire, SafeMoon. You can go check that out to learn more about what SafeMoon is. And if you want to know how to buy it as of current, you can go check out this other video. And then that actually leads me into my next point. Well, actually, sorry, just real quick before that, you guys should check out this video too, the top 5 under 5 cryptos to buy. I feel like this is a really underrated video that I posted. I got that one pinned. Anyways, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm promoting a lot of different things. I'm trying to make sure you guys get the best info for each thing. So I come across something, I'm just trying to share it. Anyways, right, I just said that multiple times. I didn't do it that time though. I hope you guys are having a good day. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. Always feel free to go do more research. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask me in the comments, but don't ask me directly what you should or should not invest in. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? All right, so, wait, did I just say that? Oh, I almost did the other one. I'm getting too sidetracked here. Sorry, guys. Moving on over. You guys can see for the top movers for the day, something that's going on right here, CELO, which is at the top of the list, and I wanted to make that highlight. So it's the top 100 base coin, huge movement, 34%. You'll see that in the chart here in a second. By comparison, if you actually take a look at Dogecoin is always, it's all the way down here on the bottom. I mean, it's ranked number 6 for market cap value, but yeah, it's down 12% right now. And this, well, 17%. There you go. You just saw a huge dip. And a lot of people were promoting on social media about the hype of, hey, Doge 420, Dogecoin 420, like, it's a meme, this and that. Even some of the exchange stuff I saw, they were posting pictures trying to get it on the meme too. So one of the things that they say in investing, buy the rumor, sell the news. And I want to highlight this point because this is something that we might actually see happen with SafeMoon, and I want everyone to be prepared for that. So as bullish as I am on all the social media elements that are going in with SafeMoon, and the near short term, there is some things that could be concerning, and I want you guys to be prepared for that, okay? All right, so with that being said, there's a couple of other little bit things here. So mentioned that they've been trending on Twitter. They also hit 800,000 holders. They're expecting to have over 1 million holders for SafeMoon in the next 24 hours. Okay. In addition to that, they did mention recently that they're going to be listed on 2 new exchanges, right? This is supposed to be announced on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Curious which one of these are going to be. It says 2 new exchanges listing on the horizon. Some people are kind of looking at it and thinking maybe this is cryptic, because there is a cryptocurrency related to Horizon with this stuff. So, a lot of people are hoping that it could be listed on Binance with it being so soon. They were talking about they're trying to reach out to Binance support to try and get an email response from them. Same thing with CoinMarketCap. They're trying to get some things figured out with that too. And so it's a little bit of a hot mess. So the listing tomorrow, I think the chances of it being Binance are very slim. But I think that if it has 2 new exchanges and at least one of those is a pretty well accredited name, then I think we could start to see a lot more potential movements going in with this. But as they say, buy the rumor, sell the news. Now this news that came out with CGLD, okay, this thing just started to actually pop like crazy. But there was also a large amount that was bought with that, and there wasn't really any warning, foreshadowing about this potential purchase that I could see at least. Maybe you guys saw something. I didn't see anything about it. I just found out about it after the fact, and I see all this going on. So if you get some hype going on beforehand, that could potentially cause some implications. Again, we'll take a look at the charts here. I'm seeing a formation of what's called a double top pattern, and we'll discuss that in just a little bit. So now we're into the charts here. CGLD, you guys can see, has broken through 2 different positions on the Fibonacci sequence, which is absolutely looking amazing. It is seeing some resistance up around $5.60 and allowing it to try and break above that. If it can manage to do so, it's going to have to break, previous level of $5.75, which on the daily, we're getting pretty darn close. It's a huge candle up anyways. And if it can manage to do that, then I would say the next major zone that you want to keep an eye on is going to be at $8.11 before it has potential resistance going on there. It has to get above this level though. So a lot of volume increase in comparison to previous days, as you guys can see. The RSI for this is in the median zone, starting to work towards being in the overbought. If it breaks over into this zone, into the overbought territory, realistically, if it's in a bull run, it could still make a ton of movement. But if it starts to go up right around like a 95 type range, you should really start to get concerned that this thing might be considered to be overbought, right? So this has enough track history to really try and make some sort of a judgment call based off of that. I would definitely keep an eye on the RSI if it starts getting too high. I would expect more than likely with this project to see some further sell-off action before it kind of settles itself down and then continues to try and rise back up. So great news for itself today. Technical radars are also suggesting a strong buy. The fact that this close is more than likely going to be over the 21 EMA, which is this yellow line down here, is very bullish, right? We actually just had a dip. Everything was kind of gliding along very close here. You don't know what it's going to do. A lot of this consolidated movement, right? Didn't go up, didn't go down, and then it started to dip down here, and you're like, oh, no, it had a daily candle close below it. There's the second daily candle close. So you're forming a good trend pattern. A great trend pattern is 3 instances. And when we talk about trends and I do all this stuff, it's based on probability. So please keep that in mind. New factors can come into an equation, which now changes your end result. But based on what we have available, the highest form of probability is X, right? And then there's potential for Y. I know I'm starting to make it sound a little bit more complicated, but when people kind of look at these things and say like, oh, you're wrong, right? Well, like, I'm sorry, based on the info that we had at the time, there was a higher probability of this, but it doesn't mean that it's 100% guaranteed. If it was 100% guaranteed, everyone would be doing it and everyone would be filthy rich, right? But everyone makes bad trades. No one makes 100% accurate trades. So if this decides it wants to go down, we have potential support being established at $4.71. Below that, the 21 EMA is going to rise a little bit here tomorrow, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually very close to that, but keep an eye around $4.50. Below that, then we're going to have a key level at $4.04. Okay, so that's what we're looking at from the CGLD side. Overall, I am bullish with this. It looks like a little bit of a fake out here. It looks like it's going to have a nice little position resting up above the 21 EMA. Potentially some slight selling pressure, sideways action. As you guys can kind of see here, it looks like it has a history of going consolidated for a while before it makes a movement, and then consolidate for a while, makes a movement. So you might end up seeing something like that again. Or we might even have a kind of a repeat here where it trails down, climbs back up, and starts to form that double top pattern. But very bullish news regardless with this. So it's going to be curious to see how that starts to impact it more in the long term, especially because you heard that they were doing 100% of their staking with that. Okay, go and get that saved for future reference. All right, now if we hop on over to the SafeMoon protocol, taking a look at their charts, and I'll wrap up this video real quick for you guys. So actually on their website, I keep trying to refresh this, and I wanted to see what their market capitalization was and then compare that to CoinMarketCap. And I just want to make a quick note that it's not really loading for me. So I think it might be really overwhelmed with something, with all the amount of traffic that's going to their website, or tracking data is constantly changing too much, something like that. But yeah, I was able to see this stuff last night, and it was right around, I think it was, I want to say it was like 7 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 7 billion last night for the total market capitalization, which would be putting it quite a high position up there, especially when you factor in that it's only been around for a month. All right, so now we hop on over to the charts here. As you guys can see, this is forming a very nice movement up as far as a bottom goes. Why is that in black? Ugh. I don't like that. Who made this black as a default design? All right, so there we go. That looks better there. So create a little bit of a bottom, as you guys can see, going on its formation up, forming new higher lows. Been very, very bullish on this overall. It hasn't been around for very long. I know when I zoom out like this, it makes it look like it has, but it's only been around since like March 4th. So overall, this movement is looking very bullish. However, what we have right now forming is what's called a double top pattern. And with that double top pattern, I should have just deleted it. With that double top pattern, what we are seeing is resistance taking place. Geez, come on. I'm not using TradingView, and it just feels slightly different. So hitting this double top pattern right here, as you guys can see, but it's also forming a little bit of a consolidated zone. So we're getting support established down here on this lower Fibonacci sequence. So that's on the 0.786, trying to head up to the 1. We're using that as a peak breakout point, right? So if it can manage to break above that, then we got some really good news. But based on this, this is typically a bearish pattern, suggesting that we could actually have a further decline. And by doing so, we're going to go ahead and take the discrepancy between the top and the bottom here. And if it decides to go down, what's interesting is that this coincides pretty well with one level drop of the Fibonacci sequence. So this could potentially take us from the 732,489 level all the way down to like a 553333 level. And again, buy the rumor, sell the news. So even though this is supposed to be getting listed on 2 new exchanges tomorrow, if it starts dipping a ton, people might be looking for an opportunity to go ahead and cash out their profits. And what they might end up doing is then moving off their wallets to the exchanges in order to sell. So that is the worst case scenario. Don't assume that that's going to happen, but that would be like the worst case scenario. You got the exchanges, but now it's easier for them to be able to trade it off and sell it, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. If it decides to go further down, then we got another level that's going to be down here. This is at 484289. A significant drop would be all the way down to 384187. I don't think that that's probable in a short-term perspective, depending on what ends up happening with the sentiment with everybody. Anything is technically possible. All these investments, you know, it's very speculative. Be careful. Only invest what you're willing to invest. If you're potentially going to lose it, you know, never invest more than what you're willing to lose. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, good news is that if it breaks above 899347, we're getting very close. Our next major level is going to be breaking that 0 denomination and getting into the next sector, getting closer and closer to 1 cent. It's still quite a bit off. Keep that in mind. There's a ton of this that's in circulating supply. The burning mechanics are absolutely amazing, all that good stuff. But if it manages to go even further above that, then the next major zone is going to be all the way up at 14. Right, so you got 4 zeros, and then 1416949. Above that, going to be all the way up here. We still got 4 zeros, and that's going to be 2256831. So obviously, we still got a ton of room that we could potentially move. This project is still very new. There's a lot of hype and a lot of FOMO, which is a fear of missing out, that's going into it. So be cautious with this. If you guys want to be a part of the project, cool. I think it's got a great future for sure. But your ground floor right now, anything can happen. It is very risky. You have high potential return results, but you also have high potential losses if you try to get too involved with this. So try not to get wrecked. That's my thoughts on this all. So if you guys are new to the channel, once again, do not forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, like buttons, greatly appreciated. I have referral links in the description for a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want to earn some free cryptocurrencies, you can use my referral link for Coinbase, for Gemini, for BlockFi. You can earn up to $250 worth of bonus crypto with that. And then I've also got Robinhood and Webull, where you can earn some free stocks. Nice, right? Let me know in the comments if you guys are bullish or bearish on this, if you have your own price targets, what you think is going to happen with the exchange info tomorrow. We're looking at this on the 1 hour chart, by the way. If I swap over to a 5-minute chart, by comparison, if it does load, hopefully it has time to load. Yeah, there you guys can go see. So you got some big sell-offs going off on these volumes right here over the last like 30 minutes, hour or so. And there's just a couple green candles for the 5-minute period. And yeah, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.